Stewart didn't open for England because of being struck on the finger twice whilst wicket keeping, and Jason Gallion, who was the reserve opener if anything happened to Stewart, has a hairline fracture of the middle finger. He couldn't go out there, but Robin Smith has gone out, and if that all sounds complicated, that's nothing to the way it must seem to the England dressing room. We join the England innings now with the third ball of the first over. Courtney Walsh is bowling, and Robin Smith, the replacement opener, is taking strike.
Robin Smith is off the mark, and there's no third man, so that's 4 runs. Four more to Robin Smith. 2 fours and 2 balls off Courtney Walsh.
It was a good away swinger. In the end, Atherton managed to get it off the middle of the bat. Timed it well enough with the fast outfield that they'll pick up 3 runs, but it drew him into the stroke. Not much doubt about that. That is kept low. It's also darted back about 2 feet off the seam. And it's made a horrible mess of the ash behind Michael Atherton. Brilliantly bowled by Courtney Walsh. Michael Atherton didn't do all that much wrong. He just left a bit of a gap there. Didn't get up at all. Hit round about halfway up the stumps. Atherton bowled by Walsh for 4. 7 in for 1. Yes, it's come off his glove. I would say glove, although he had his back to us there. Might even have been the handle, but we'll just need to have a look at the replay with that. Graham Hick is out, and it's 20 for 2.
This was a brute of a ball. It was bounced short of a good length, but just came at Hick quicker than he expected. The umpire was quite positive about this, and again, an excellent decision by umpire Robinson.
$20 for 2 now, and England in disarray with a deficit of 133, and they have 8 wickets in hand. Four more. Robin Smith says to the bowler, a little shrug of the shoulders that well, he won't have said he's sorry, but he might have said couldn't do anything about it. Well, that is one of the things that will stick in Graham Thorpe's mind for a long, long time, and everyone in position of authority in the England team as well. That wasn't a very good stroke, I'm afraid. And it has the England side now 26 for 3.
Well, that's the reaction of a man who knows he has sinned. 26 for 3. Thorpe gone without scoring, along with Michael Atherton for 4, Graham Hick for 3. And the only man so far who's survived, Robin Smith, 18 not out. Well, the shackle's broken now. 4 runs over the top. Have the space to play with. No one down there, of course. All the great bulk of the West Indies fielders are up, hoping for the edge rather more than the cut. So welcome relief for Dominic Cork. Good shot. Good shot from Robin Smith. Richie Richardson really speeding after it. He'll just have to put that down as a training run. There was a good race on there between Richardson and Jimmy Adams. Well, right place from the bowler, right place from the batsman too. The confident push gets Dominic Cork 3. And the cheers, somewhat ironic around the ground, are greeting England's 50. 50 now for 3. That's past Richardson and 4.
No more runs added, and at the close of play, 59 for 3 for England. Atherton out for 4, Hick for 3, Thorpe no score, and Robinson added, and this particular ball might be a forerunner of things to come.
Oh, that's not short enough to duck.
Well, you see the wicket-keeper and one of the slips appealing for LBW there, because that ball didn't get up. It got down enough, and I don't think it's that short as David said, but it hit him on the shoulder. I think it would have gone over the stumps, but the first reaction by the wicket-keeper was to appeal, because if you do duck and the ball keeps low enough and it's straight enough, you could be given out, LBW. Wouldn't be leg before wicket, but it'd be something body or something before wicket.
That's the first wicket of the day, beautifully caught. Well, any thoughts that the England camp might have had of seeing this pair seeing through that first hour have now disappeared. Dominic Cork playing away from his body, basically guiding that ball straight to third slip. It was the substitute fieldsman Stuart Williams, and he's a very good slips catcher. So he made no mistake. Dominic Cork is gone for 16.
Well, I was just making the point that he had to stay there rather than be trying to play shots to balls wide of him. Look, he's only had a couple of balls this morning, and he's trying to play back foot forcing shot to a ball wide that he could have left. And I don't see the situation calling for this type of shot. Nice catch, but there's an old saying, if you don't give catches, they can't catch them.
And there's the answer to one or two of the questions we've been posing already. Peter Martin is coming to the crease. So neither Alex Stewart nor Jason Gallion in fit state to take their position in the middle order now as a true batsman. And so Robin Smith is already accompanied by a tail ender. 61 for 4. Things not looking good. And Edgbaston visited today by John Major in the company of MJK Smith. Oh, well bowled. Well bowled.
Well, I think Bishop should thank the umpire here, because if he has mentioned to him about pitching it up a bit more, that's what he should be doing. I think if you pitch it up just a yard or so, you still get bounced, and that's when you cause problems to the batsman like that. We've seen Smith ducking balls a touch shorter, whistling past his head, but they actually don't get people out. Those do.
Well, Robin Smith giving himself a severe lecture, and quite rightly so.
Well, I think this shot is one of his failings as why he's not a good opening batsman. He's a very talented middle order player when the ball is softer, but he cannot resist that shot. Well played. Brilliantly played that. That's why he's so good against the fast bowlers, if he would stop just trying to beat the ball all the time. Played this brilliantly. That was quick and difficult and spearing into his body. A lot of people have got in difficulty. See how he went wide, he speared it in. I can watch that all day because that's mark of a quality batsman who can play the short ball.
Oh, that's close and gone. It's kept low. Peter Martin on the back foot. Really snuck through under the bat there. Courtney Walsh has struck in successive overs.
Well, Peter Martin, he plays these quick bowlers by just playing back to almost everything and staying there and waiting for the ball. This one kept a touch low on him, but you would have thought if he stayed back, he ought to have played this. His first movement is back, the ball just comes in, you'd have thought he actually should have got some bat on that.
Hit him right in front of off stump.
He was a bit late though, wasn't he? I mean, the ball kept low, but it really didn't do anything. He was late with the bat coming across it.
Well, Peter Martin was sent in above Jason Gallion. He's now on his way out the crease for his second Test match innings. He only made 7 in the first innings. Looked good enough during that stay before dragging one on from outside off stump. No ball. That's off the glove, is it? Yes. Jason Gallion last 2 balls. Courtney Walsh, his line is impeccable, his length too much for Jason Gallion here. He couldn't get on top of the ball. He's hardly had time to worry about the pain in his fingers, but the gloves have taken another blow. Jason Gallion is gone for naught. And Courtney Walsh has struck again, quicker than lightning.
Yes, I got the impression that this ball bounced a little bit, but I didn't think it bounced alarmingly. The line was so good, it made him play outside off stump, just got up a bit, look, that's around about chest high. I didn't think it was an alarming bounce, that. Just that he is a small guy, so the ball doesn't have to get up too high to get it into his chest. Yeah, I didn't think that was too difficult to play. That was very disappointing off the glove.
Next, please. It's like the dentist waiting room out there. And Darren Gough is the next man into the firing line. Well, 2 yards short of Kenny Benjamin round the corner. Really is an awkward spot. That line into the chest, into the rib cage, is really the ideal line for any quick bowler, especially for a batsman who's only just arrived at the crease.
It's amazing how this pitch is very different when the West Indies fast bowlers are bowling and when England's bowlers bowl. And I'm sure it has a lot to do with the fact that they're quicker than ours and they're taller. They just bang it down.
Robin Smith's first runs of the morning. Keith Arthurton can't catch it. And the home crowd has something to cheer. Typical Robin Smith shot outside the off stump, managed to keep it down in front of the gullies. On top of it well.
You see here, he's put himself here as Richie Richardson. That's what Bishop walked all the way down to talk to. He's moving away from fourth slip because he thinks it's liable to go steered off the face into that area. Yep, and he bowled for it because it is Robin Smith's favourite area, square of the wicket and sort of gully area, and he doesn't always keep the ball down. But wide of the crease, banged it in and said, there you are, if you want to go for it. I think you're better off ducking and weaving, which he is doing most of the time, and just occasionally, if the odd ball's really right in the slot to hit it, then take it. But when the ball's unpredictable and it's bounced and you're trying to steer it over the top, anything can happen.
That's hit him as well. Well, he's managed to sway inside the line so many times this morning. The line of attack has been relentless. The length and the line have been almost identical all the way through from Ian Bishop this morning. Smacked him hard on the shoulder.
Yeah, I think you've just got to take a knock or two on these sort of pitches. You've got to show courage and tenacity, a lot of character, and he does that. That's why he's a good player of the fast bowling.
Nasty. Just wide. That was completely involuntary bending away by Darren Gough.
Been a couple of those this morning that looked as though they might have found the outside edge, gone through to the keeper. This one produced a sort of a half-hearted appeal. It's gone away the same as one earlier did. The ball seems to swing after it goes past the bat.
I think it hit his sleeve, Richie, as well. I think there was a noise. I think it just clipped his right arm or sleeve as it went past, and then when he plays, he misses it here, and it just catches the sleeve there, right arm. Good umpire in that. I think that's hurt Robin Smith. I think that's a terrible ball. I think it's hit him on the elbow. I think it's hit him round about the elbow. I think that's hurt him. I don't know how you play that well. I mean, this is pacey, but it cramps him for room. It's suddenly up and into his body. Yeah, I think it's hit him a nasty blow there. Yep, round about the elbow. He might just have missed the worst part of the elbow, but I've seen people get hit on the elbow before, myself included, and you're struggling to bat. I think it just caught him at the side rather than full on.
Good Yorker. I'll feel it. Fielding has been mostly high class. It's one of the reasons West Indies have done so well in this game right from the start. Their catching's been good and their ground fielding sharp.
There's been a lot of talk about this pitch, but I think that Groundsman Stephen Rouse and his assistants have done very well here. They've prepared a kind of pitch that I think that fast bowlers enjoy. If you're a test batsman, you have to be able to enjoy this kind of bowling.
That's one of the problems we highlighted a bit earlier. A ball pitching on that spot normally will be flying at batsman's shoulder. That one went through it round about top of the pad height for Darren Gough. The portents are that England will go one down the series here. In the air and over the top.
Well, this one didn't bounce as much from Bishop. Good pace, short of a good length, and I think Gough he played the right shot, but something on the top edge and got 6. I think Ian Bishop now should be concentrating to bowl just a couple of inches closer to the batsman, because I think Gough is going to try to get anything that is short. He's going to try to pull it, and even though the man has been set down there, I think Bishop should be more advised, perhaps, to bowl so that the batsman could edge to the big slip cordon that he has.
Very difficult law and playing condition to administer, the one relating to short pitch bowling, because we've seen quite a number of occasions in this innings where the West Indian bowlers have been the subject of the raised finger indicating one ball that's against the playing conditions. It's above shoulder height, and then a second one, and just then Gough hooked Bishop for 6, and the bowler was told that that was the first one of the over. So sort of an anomaly there somewhere, I think.
Well, that was a frightening ball, and it's a no ball. Must be a question about that sort of ball around the wicket to a tail ender under the law of fair and unfair play.
But it's interesting that Darren Gough is now turned a tail ender. When he was beating Australia 1 year ago, he was an all-rounder. I'm not quite sure I understand that.
Well, take a look at that. Well caught. Well caught in the gully. It was a book pitched well up this one after the short pitch softener. The ball well up, and the batsman went straight for the drive, and it just flew off the face to gully and was well caught. And Darren Gough goes. Brave little innings, scored 12. And Courtney Walsh takes 5 wickets in a test innings for the 11th time in his career. That's how it looks now. 88 for 7 the England score. Great disappointment for England this morning. There was talk of a fight back. Richard Illingworth is coming out to bat. The story we had of Alex Stewart was that his finger was in worse repair than Jason Gallion's. Gallion's been in and out. Alex Stewart has yet to appear. And Courtney Walsh, look at those figures, 5 for 45, 14 overs and 1 ball. And they go up for that. Everyone claims it. Courtney Walsh runs through, not out. It didn't look as if he played at it.
Again, I think this is an excellent decision by the umpire. That he played at it, but I think it hit the arm guard, which is higher than the glove. therefore could not have been given out. A little bit of gamesmanship, I think, by Courtney Walsh, because I think when the appeal was denied, he looked back at the umpire and smiled.
Pulls him, plays on, tries to take the bat away. But just the culmination of overs of hesitation and really uncertainty about his method. Robin Smith goes 41.
Ian Bishop's 100th Test wicket, and what a performance. He's just under 19 per wicket and now taking 100 Test wickets. You could not ask for a better effort from Ian Bishop. Robin Smith, I think, played very well and not getting out the way he would prefer, of course, on the edge to the stump. A good effort by Robin Smith, but then I think a really tremendous effort by Ian Bishop.